So this video we have the Tribute 720. Down here is your diesel fill up. Just use your mains ignition key to unlock that. Your habitation door with your electric step with your switch located just in there. The back of these is your fridge vents. Never have them blocked, they're just for the ventilation for the back of the fridge. Near the back here you have your water tank key. To unlock that, twist out and pull out. And also we have an access locker to go underneath. Moving on to the back, you have a detachable tow bar. Located just there is where you can lock and unlock it to detach. Also have your reverse camera located at the top. Moving on, this is your flue for your water boiler and heater. So make sure that this cover is always off before turning it on. It will not light if it's on, as it doesn't have the air circulation. Moving on to the back, we have another little access locker at the back. Also your drain valve there. So in that position your water is draining. This position is currently flowing through. It can either go that way or that way. Just when it's in the upright, the water is then going to drain out and pour from out underneath the van. Moving over, you have your toilet cassette. That handle simply lifts up. It should then pull out, and then you can then obviously take it to the point where you then empty all your waste out. You have your gas regulator. You have two secure fixing points with two 7 kilo bottles, and you also have your air vent there, so if there is a gas leak there is a way that it can escape. Make sure that is never blocked. And here we have your mains hookup point, just located here. Underneath the van here we have a waste tank drain valve. That's simply there, turn that and then that'll drain. And just behind the rear wheel on the same side you have both your tank for your fresh water drain valves there. So now moving on to the front of the cab, you have your swivel seats. Down on the sides you have this lever which you then pull, which then allows the seat to spin. You have your handles, which at the top you have a little roller. Once that's down you can move the roller underneath and that adjusts the height, so if you want it higher or lower. Moving on to this side you have a lever for the back and a lever for the front, and that will then adjust the height accordingly if you want it tilted up at the back or tilted up at the front. You also have your glove box there with everything with your vehicle manuals. Anything for the vehicle side will be located in the front of the van. You also have a little chiller box up here, so if you have any drinks or anything you can put that in there. As long as you've got the air conditioning turned on, it should keep it all nice and cool. So you also have 12 volt supply there, and also a little cigarette lighter with a 12 volt there as well. You also have your little cup holder, two little cup holders down the bottom, and you also have a USB and an auxiliary point for the media. Up on your control system, obviously radio on off, you can go through radio onto your phone through different medias there. And then down here, that is your air conditioning button. You've got your cold, turn the outside dial to turn it up to the hot by that little indicator there. You've got this dial here which then does the speed of the fan. Then you've also got your next dial which shows how you want it blowing into the van. So obviously just the face, feet and face, just the feet. And then the bottom dial does if you want it to come in from the outside or if you want it to circulate the air from the inside. It is 6-speed gearbox, and then same as most, indicators on the left, windscreen wipers and everything on the right. You've also got your speed control and speed limiter down there. You also have your hands free on there, and same there, you have your mute, your volume, and that's to either pick the call up, end the call, or to flick through your contacts on your main screen if you have your phone set up there. So now moving on to your seating and bed arrangement. At the top up here you have your wooden slat which simply just pulls out right to the front, the mattress, and push back, fold over, You've also got your ladder there, which connects to these two, which allows your access up in, and you've also got a rail to put up here, so obviously when you're sleeping you've got the safety that you're not going to roll out of bed. So if we just put that back now. Moving on, we've got the 2 seated belts with a table and the other 2 seats there. Now this area, this table here, then folds at this button, that leg out, and it then fits on that rail at the bottom located there. These cushions will then come out to make your bed up, and this seating arrangement lifts above the carpet, then that end pulls out into the middle, and then that will make you another little 2-berth bed. Moving on to the back one, you have the table which you will then drop down and put out the way. Then move this little tag, pull this slot all the way out. That releases all your bed slats right out to the front, and then you just pull your cushions in from the side, drop the ones at the back down, and that gives you your 2-berth configuration at the back. So moving on to your kitchen area, you have your 3 gas hobs and your oven and grill. Now simply, those 3 knobs does your hobs. If you turn to the left, that then does your oven. If you turn it to the right, that does your grill. Again, you push the button in and hold the button and wait for it to ignite. Once it is ignited, keep the button held in for anywhere up to 10 seconds, then release it so it can detect the flame. Make sure the hob glass as well is never down whilst the gas is on, or at least give it 15 minutes after you finish cooking to allow it to cool down. So located just here, you have a little tag that you lift up, pull up, and that gives you various plug sockets there which you can then connect into, and this little button at the bottom pushes in and then it just retracts back down. Into the kitchen, again with the sink, we've got the tap, swivel tap into the sink, and underneath you've got your hot and cold located, and it's just a swivel mixer tap there. Moving on down to your fridge, this button right here is what opens the door. You've also got this little grey catch just inside, which is located here. When this is in the out position as it is now, when the door is closed, it will not shut properly, as what it allows it to do is, if you've got it in storage, it saves your magnetic strip all the way around there, and it does allow some air to go through the fridge as well. With that one, you simply just push in and push back, and then your door will close as normal, and you can use it then as normal. So at the top here, you have your power button to turn it on. You then select that to run it on your electric, that's to then run it on your gas. It's self-lighting, you just press a button and let it do everything that it needs to do. Then you've got your 12-volt battery there. Now that only works with your vehicle. So when the vehicle engine is running, that will then act as a chiller cabinet and keep all your food nice and cool whilst you're traveling. It will not work just off the mains battery. The engine has to be running for this to work. This there then controls the temperature that you want to run the fridge at, and that there is your warning button. So if you have it on electric and your electric trips, that'll then flash, and same with your gas. If your gas runs out, it'll then flash to let you know. Moving around, we have the bathroom. Again, that button there is to turn your pump on, flush the water through the system, and that's the flap for the bottom, which is now open, and then that is then closed. Same as the kitchen, taps located there, hot and cold, mixer, swivel. And it's the same with the shower. Mixer, tap, swivel at the bottom, and then you've also got your shower head at the top. You have your 2 catches there to release it, and then obviously you can pull your door around, and there's a magnetic strip on the back which then encloses that into your separate shower. So now we're going to be moving on to your master controls and your controls for your heating and your water boiler. So located just above the habitation door, you have this is your main Sergeant control panel. Press that button, it will turn all your mains on, and it's currently running off the leisure battery, as you can see up there. If you select the other one, then that runs off the vehicle battery. So run that off the leisure at the minute. If you turn this one on, indicated by the light and the noise, it's running the pump. And it's also warning you that there's no water in the system. The next one next to it is for the tank. That's that one there. Press and hold that, and that'll tell you how much water is in the tank. As you can see, it's right at the bottom, it's empty. And then again, just turn it off, press the power button again, and that turns everything off. Moving around to your space heater, you have your Truma fireplace there with your blown air heating vents located all around the van. So to run this off of electric, you have your control panel just above the two belted seats. Now you have the option of running that off the 2000, the 500 or the 1000 kilowatts. So the middle part is the temperature that you would like to run it at. So what you would tend to do is turn it to the 1000, set your temperature, and then you come round to your heater, and then that little dial on the inside, as you can see, is turning. That'll turn it to automatic, that'll turn it to off, and that'll turn it to manual. That's for the fans. And then the outside also does the speed of what you would like the fans to run at. Moving on to this side, this is for your gas. So you can run this off the gas and the electric if you wish, but what we're going to do is turn the electric off. To run this on gas, you simply turn it, and this is again setting your temperature on this one, and as you can hear, it's ticking to try and light. And all you need to do is push that button down and in to allow the gas to go through. Once it stops ticking, it will be lit, and there is a little sight there which you can look through to see if it is a light. So moving on to the back with the water boiler, as long as all your water is in the system and completely full, you have two control panels. The one on your left is for your gas, and the one on the right is for your electric. Is this indicated at the top with EL, and it also has the little 230 volt symbol at the bottom. So with this little rocker switch, you flick up to the top, and that'll run it off your electric, and obviously it'll only put it up to 60 degrees. If you run it off the bottom one, it'll then run it up to 70 degrees. And it's the same with the gas one. At the top, it runs off 50, and the bottom runs off 70. Now with the gas one, you simply select it, and it all self lights. It's as simple as that.